All right. I'm so happy to see people talking about the numbers again. I those of us that have been on this train from the beginning, this is not news. So when it came up again, I'm like, yeah, we know that. We've been saying that since November. There's irregularities and statistical impossibilities and all these things that we've been writing about and international intel has reported about and everyone around the world has seen it. And inside our country, they're like, we don't know what you're talking about. That's why we've been so upset. That's why we were so upset. So I'm glad it's coming back up. And now that like articles are coming out about it, because, for a lot of y'all, it has to be public. It has to sneak its way through the filter of what's owned by the people who control the narrative. You have to wait for that one to sneak through before some of y'all are willing to give it any credit. So yes, a couple of them started sneaking through the filters and are now published and out there. And there's a lot. There's a lot there, especially in the swing places. And yes, there are data sets that are too clean. There are things that follow set rules. They look like man-made lakes. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a natural occurrence. And I'm very glad to see more and more people going, hey, here's an article, guys. Here's proof. Like, yeah, darling, go rabbit hole that if you want to talk about some proof. Average citizens have been putting together charts and numbers. We've got smart those folks, like just so many people, so many professionals, so many, like everyone. And like I said earlier today, what it looks like is even with all of the manipulation, all of whatever else occurred, the purging, the suppression, the whatever else, the tail, okay, the swaps, okay, and the ones that seem to have appeared out of thin air and magic, with all of that, it was still just a 1.5% margin, one of the lowest margins in recent history, even with all that tipping. Which means, like I said earlier, that there was a blowout for the other person. Blowout. Which also means that everyone that we thought like betrayed us didn't. Now, wouldn't that be exciting? Wouldn't it be exciting to find out? That is crow I'm willing to eat. I will eat that crow. All right. But honestly, I didn't come too hard for certain demographics either. You see me, I haven't, because in the back of my mind, I do wonder if that's ever going to come out. And if it does, wouldn't that be awesome? Like what a relief it would be to actually realize, oh, okay, no, it wasn't them on the rise. We're on the rise. They just paid for propaganda to make it look like they were on the rise, which is what one particular person is doing in multiple countries. And multiple countries have reports on it and how they're using their platforms to try to push certain things into returning. And while the followers here are trying to tell you that the wave was just throwing the heart, 4 days later, dude was speaking to the actual mustache people that are trying to have a revival out in Germany, with him going, yeah, you guys, let's lead. This is the future, and it's like, okay. And here are the other billionaires going, okay, well, he's not a schmazzy per se. Okay. He just, believes in a superior race of people. I mean, it's not the same thing. He's just awkward and autistic. Like, okay, me too. So can I start talking about all the people we should do without? Because I got a demographic we could probably do without, and it's one that's not going to make you happy for me to say it out loud. So I got to keep it inside, because in free speech land, they can say whatever they want, but I can't say who the world would actually be better without, because that would be a problem. So I'm going to just end this now. Yeah, okay. I'm so glad that y'all are talking about the numbers. So glad it's coming out. But yeah, we've been talking about this since November. So that was the tip, baby. Just wait till the deep dive stuff comes out.